Good morning after a short night's sleep. It's time to go. I have a very cool plan for today. We'll go to nearby villages here and taste some new things, so it's going to be very cool. It's really time to go, so let's get out. It's so nice to be at a warmer place. It's been so cold in Romania, and now it's like 10 degrees. A very blessed change, I shall say. Our first destination for today is the rock behind me, Aphrodite's rock. According to the Greek mythology, right here, Aphrodite, which is the goddess of love and beauty, she was born and she came from the water behind here. Very interesting. Hello from the peaceful village of Lofu. We're just touring around over the past half an hour. It's so different than being in Paphos. I like it more, frankly. There are only 50 people in this village. It's really nice to just walk around and see all of the beautiful views. Every alley looks even more beautiful than the previous one, and generally really peaceful here. So we just stopped by at the highest waterfall in Cyprus. Cute little area near the road. We stopped here at the Lambori winery. Let's taste some wine. The wine tasting was pretty good. I'm not the biggest fan of wines, honestly, but some of them were alright. Really nice experience to try different types. I've never seen a blue wine, for example. But yeah, here in lovely Cyprus. We just finished eating lunch at a local taverna here. It was really good, actually. It was 20 euros for a big meal and drinks. Very recommended. The name of the place is in Greek, so I don't know how to call it, but here you have a video and you can check it yourself. Highly recommended. We entered the local monastery. It was built in the 4th century. And apparently, there's a fragment of the Holy Cross in which Jesus was crucified. Serious history here in Cyprus. So you might be wondering how that fragment actually came here. So according to that tradition, Saint Helena was visiting Jerusalem during the 4th century, and she found the cross and brought fragments to different locations in Cyprus. This is one of them. So we just asked a representative of the church. Apparently there are 2 fragments from the cross and 1 fragment of the rope that was used during the crucifixion. You can see the fragments of the cross because they're implemented inside statues of crosses here, You can actually see the rope, so let's check it out. So this is the rope right here. So very soon our bus will pick us up and we'll be back in Paphos and end this cool expedition. It was so nice to go to these villages and see completely different things. Frankly, I liked it here more than Paphos, surely. So I do definitely recommend you to take this expedition. It was 50 euros, I think. I'll put the link down below. Yeah, lovely time here. Met some new people. Recommended, and I call it a big success. And now very soon I'll go back. I think I'll get some rest because I didn't sleep at all. And then we'll see what we'll do for the night. Okay, so I'm here at my hotel. Now it's about 8 p.m. and I have a plan. If you watched since the beginning of the series, you remember that I went with Liz to a pub here that had an amazing live concert and great vibe. So I'm planning to go there right now. Hopefully there will be a live concert again. It was so incredible and I can't wait to be back. Well, I arrived at the pub, but unfortunately it's closed until the 14th of January. Although it said that it's open on Google. But okay, I'll find another place to go to. So after arriving at the closed pub, I continued to a nearby restaurant called Hunan. It's a Chinese restaurant and it was actually my first time trying authentic Chinese food. And it was pretty different than the Asian food that I've tasted so far. For me it was so-so. I would probably rate it a 6 out of 10. It was interesting, I tried some new flavors and the service was good. So yeah, generally okay. But afterwards I came back to my hotel. I think I'll need to pack my stuff for tomorrow morning. We're leaving early for another interesting day. Last day unfortunately, but we'll make it good. So I'll go to sleep soon and I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, it's time to check out and leave to our tour. Today we're going to travel with a jeep and discover some cool places near Paphos, so let's get out. Okay, so first of all, riding in the jeep wasn't so easy. I needed to duck all the way. It's very small. But yeah, we came to beautiful sea caves right here. There's actually a shipwreck in the background. So apparently in some of those sea caves, many seals used to live. Because when you go backwards to the end of the caves, it's actually dry. So many used to actually stay in those areas. But lately, because there have been fireworks and lots of different modern reasons that caused them to leave, unfortunately, they are no longer here, or maybe in very, very small quantities. Yeah, it all looks so lovely here, and there's a shipwreck as well, like you can see. Apparently, the waters near Cyprus are very, very shallow, so in the past, many ships had done the mistake to get too close to Cyprus, and that's what happens eventually when you do it. Our next stop for today is here in Akamas. This is Turtle Beach, so actually this is not the season, but on season the turtles are hatching right here in these shoals. Apparently a turtle remembers when it's being born and he hatches at the same exact beach. So it usually happens at nighttime. But yeah, apparently it happens in this area. Looks very lovely. And by the way, like you can see, there are so many different colors. All of the stones are different because there are so many minerals in this area, which is very unique. We stopped by at a local museum that explains about the lives of the turtles here. It was really nice, but now let's move on to the next place. We stopped here at a lovely viewpoint. There's a 360 degrees view. Looks incredible. You can see the Troodos Mountains in the background. And somewhere there is Northern Cyprus, which is currently governed by Turkey. I'm not going to get into the political situation. I did hear some stories, but I frankly don't know enough. But let's focus on that wonderful view. Absolutely incredible. We're here at the Bath of Aphrodite. If you remember, we've seen yesterday where she was allegedly born, and here she apparently used to take her baths. And many people are coming to this place because they believe that if they'll touch the water, it will make them look younger and better, and those should be some magical waters. If you come here, don't drink the water, that's for sure, and you're technically not allowed to swim either. But it's a nice source of water and a nice story mostly. And if you don't remember, Aphrodite is the goddess of beauty and love, and she's a very important character in the Greek mythology and for Cyprus. Here at the Blue Lagoon in northeast Cyprus, it's one of the most famous places on the island. Look how beautiful and clear the water is. Usually it's packed with swimmers and many people are coming here to chill on the shores, but now it's winter, so it's different. One guy of our group is apparently going to swim, so good luck. And yeah, simply beautiful. If you're wondering how did I get here in the first place, I booked an excursion via Get Your Guide. It was approximately 50 euros, which is pretty good. Our guide is lovely and the group is very cool as well. But yeah, that's actually our last day of the challenge. It's hard to actually comprehend the situation. But you know, if to have a last day, let's do it here. We stopped to eat lunch at a restaurant here. It's actually located inside a hotel. I frankly do not recommend you to go here. It's 18 euros, basically like the meal yesterday, but the meal yesterday was 3 times bigger and 10 times tastier. So I would definitely not recommend you to go here. I got a chicken this size, the bones were this size, so eventually I'm not full at all. And it wasn't so tasty either. So I would personally not recommend. But know if you're going to take this excursion, they're presumably going to take you here, so just know it in advance. But the view is everything, and it's very lovely to eat in front of this amazing view right here in Paphos. Before going to the airport, I sat here at Cafe Nero, where I sat during my first time here in Paphos, and it was really nice. Now look at that sunset behind me. The last sunset that I'll see during this trip from beautiful Cyprus. And yet very soon I'll take the bus to the airport. If you remember, when I took the bus here for the last time, it was horrible. I needed to walk in the rain, and there shouldn't be any rain now, so that's good. But yeah, starting to conclude the trip. It was absolutely incredible, and I'll talk to you about it more in the airport. Hello from Paphos Airport. I didn't find a quiet place, so we'll sum up the trip already in Israel. I'll board the plane, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, I've just landed. The flight went pretty fine, but here behind me are all of the people that are departing. It's the most sad part of each Israeli's trip abroad. But yeah, it was such a wonderful experience, honestly, and I still need some time to digest everything that I've experienced. So I think after a few days, I'll talk to you and elaborate about all of the things that I've learned and all of the tips that I have for you from my own experience. So now my dear friend will pick me up, and I'll see you in a couple of days.
Hello everyone, as promised, I'm back with some conclusions and insights. So first of all, thank you so much for everybody who followed me during this incredible journey. It's been so amazing and I can't wait to share what I've learned. Traveling solo is unique and empowering. Sure, I did have my doubts at the beginning, especially traveling as an Israeli during this time, but except for very isolated moments, people were so kind and I had the privilege to really meet incredible people that I'm sure that I'll stay in touch with. And it just shows how diverse the world is, and it makes me want to do so much more solo trips in the future. This trip taught me so much, not only about the places that I visited, but as well about myself. Solo traveling pushes you to places that you've never been in before, and it's challenging but so rewarding. So, after this entire trip, I've learned many things and I'd like to summarize them as much as possible, so you will learn from my mistakes or from the good things that I've done, and it might help you make your trip a lot better. My first tip: pack light, bring only what you truly need. You don't need to bring your entire wardrobe, bring some clothes that you'll be able to mix and match. And it's a lot simpler to travel with just a small trolley. It saves you a lot of money as well, and you can always do a laundry during the trip. If you want, I can make a video on how to pack properly. So my second tip is plan ahead, save time, money, and stress. It's always better to check everything before you leave. For example, it's better to book tickets for attractions sometimes. It might save you some money, and it's generally better to know which places you want to visit. You can be spontaneous, that's perfectly fine, and I even recommend you to do so, but after you have the knowledge on which places you want to go to, because you don't want to fly to a new destination and feel like you've missed something at the end of the day. Third thing, budget, flexibility. Be ready that you might pay more than what you've expected. It definitely happened to me during this trip, so it's good to have an estimation of what you're going to spend, but make sure that you have some extra money, because again, you want to be spontaneous sometimes, and you want to have some extra money so you wouldn't feel like you can do things. Come and have fun. It's okay to spend money, eventually you'll cover it up, but that's your time to enjoy. My last tip for you today is backup cards and cash. Be ready for everything. First of all, it's important to carry cash. Many times places are not accepting a credit card. It might happen with taxis, street vendors, markets. Sometimes you'd like to leave a tip in cash as well, so it's important. And about credit cards, bring more than one type of a credit card. Sometimes your certain type may not be accepted in certain places, so make sure that you have different types and you'll always be able to pay. That's it for today. If you'd like to receive some more tips, you're more than welcome to send me a private message or leave a comment here, and I can make another video about another tips. Now it's truly time to sum up this entire trip. If I've learned one important thing, is I was reminded that dreams are worth chasing. Of course, sometimes it's scary and it's uncertain, but trust me, it's worth it. You will grow and you'll make some experiences that you will remember for the rest of your lifetime. So thank you so much again for joining me. It's been incredible, and I'll see you at the next video.